Thank you everyone for joining us today. Our topic for conversation today is all about engineering failures and how do we find research pertaining to it. And this will be very good for our engineering design students, graduate students, and many others where they are interested in developing some new designs but wanted to make sure that what they design and apply is safe and secured. Um, you know, I found this very nice quote from Henry Petrowski from his book called "To Engineer is Human: The Role of Failure in Successful Design." And the concept of failure is central to understanding engineering. For engineering design has its first and foremost objective the obviation of failure. Thus, the colossal disasters that do occur are ultimately failures of design, but the lessons learned from those disasters can do more to advance engineering knowledge than all the successful machines and structures in the world. So, this concept is so valid even today. Students are trying and failing, and then again trying new things or thinking about alternative solutions and so on. So, this is the most important thing. So, this particular slide actually highlights what are different tools available from our libraries that they can use so that you can develop awareness about uh, engineering failures, how you can use these tools, different databases that we have access from our library website. And in particular, I'm highlighting 3 or 4 databases that are listed here. Access Science, Access Engineering, Engineering Case Studies Online, Knovel Academic Collection, and Engineering Village. And we have access to all of these tools and databases from our library's website. And I have also included the links here. And sometimes you can also use advanced search techniques in even Google and limiting it to .org or .edu domains or .gov domains so that you have quality information coming to you from those search engines. So how do we, what do we expect from today's session? This will help you develop knowledge for your design project, especially you will develop insights into your project and understand how and when failures do occur, and using variety of resources including books, journal articles, papers, quality websites, and different electronic book collection that we have, you can develop understanding and fundamentals of a particular concept that you will need to learn and apply in your design project. So we'll start from our library homepage, www.library.drexel.edu. And this is what you will see on the main page when you go to our main library homepage. And we'll also look into DragonSearch to see what actually DragonSearch is and how it can help. So this white search box that you see is, we call it DragonSearch, and that is where you can be able to search for ebooks, journal articles, and so on. And then, of course, you will need to use your Drexel authentication to access that information that we subscribe to. But you can also see that we have research support and books and more, e-journals, subject guides, and so many different things available here. An advanced search option is important because that is how you can filter by just the title of a book or the title of a journal, article, and so on. When you click on it, this is how it looks like. And these are uh, different things that you can see here. And all of our different library subject guides are available here. And you can also, if you have any quick question, you can also ask your question and someone will get back to you quickly. And these are some of the websites that I have compiled here, starting with our library homepage. All of our engineering library guides are linked from this page. Fundamentals, the engineering main fundamental page is also linked from here. Just very easy to remember, liveguides.library.drexel.edu and /engineering. And for our biomedical engineers, we have also created a website here that you can access it to find information on biomaterials, biomechanics, cardiovascular engineering, neuroengineering, tissue engineering, ultrasound imaging, medical devices, and much more. And this is the page where all the library guides are listed. And you can see that all our subject disciplines are covered, including humanities, social sciences, economics, business, and so on. And engineering is linked from right here. Biomedical engineering is here, and including medicine, public health, nursing, and so on. And this is our engineering library guide, the link I have provided earlier. So you can see that this page can be used using engineering resources, patterns, electronic databases. From the left, under the electronic books tab, you will see number of electronic book collections available, such as Access Engineering, eBrary from ProQuest, eBook Central, Access Science, Engineering Case Studies, Knovel Academic Collection, and so on. So if you're interested in learning about Python and other programming languages, you can also use Safari, O'Reilly's learning platform to higher education, and many others. And all of these tools that I mentioned above will be very useful to find engineering information, including information about failures and ethical issues involved using engineering case studies. So here is a link to main engineering library guide. And under electronic reference, I have also linked to Access Science and Access Engineering here also. So I strongly encourage you to explore finding books, electronic books, finding articles, and electronic reference from this page. So when you click on Access Science, this is what you're going to see here from different topic areas. Or you can simply start searching by using your keywords, exploring different content here. There are many videos also available, biographies of different scientists also available, and so on. And I just wanted to explore something about aircraft design. And this is the whole page I found using aircraft design in Access Science. So you will see key concept involved here. You will see the entire PDF document that you could download. You can also listen, but many other things you can see here. The related articles like aircraft testing, aeronautical engineering, space shuttle, and so on. And there's a lot of stuff here, so you need to scroll down to get more details. Now I'm going to Access Engineering. Again, it is a McGraw-Hill product, but Access Engineering has a collection of hundreds of electronic books on all major engineering disciplines. So you can, here I'm searching for failure analysis of engineering materials. That is a textbook or a book available through Access Engineering, and the whole book you can access just by typing the title here. Or you can also apply different filters. You can browse for different collections, or you can just type your keywords and you can find here. So I search for bridge failures, and these are book chapters on past failures of bridges and those vulnerable to failure. And it comes to you from a book. This is the title of the book. Similarly, there's a second chapter on bridge failure studies and safety engineering. Unexpected material deterioration as a cause of failure. So you have to be very careful about testing of those materials and selecting those materials that are safe. And you have to constantly inspect those bridges as well. And this is from a book called Bridge and Highway Structure Rehabilitation Repair. Now, with the new advanced technologies such as drones, they can be used to inspect bridge pillars. It can have a camera attached to it, so it can take hundreds of pictures very quickly, and those images are then transferred to the engineers assigned to those projects and quickly identify if there's a problem that exists. And here is one book chapter from Unexpected Material Deterioration and Failure, History of Disaster and Safety. So from Access Engineering Collection, you can actually see all different chapters of this book. And I have highlighted chapter number 3 from this book. And you can see a variety of different chapters that are available, explaining different aspects of failure and the historical perspectives. You can also look in to your right. You will see different subject areas like concrete bridges and railroad bridges and steel bridges, suspension bridges, and other different chapters involved. If I browse using subject area in Access Engineering, you will see that there's a whole section on aerospace engineering, this bioengineering, business skills, chemical engineering, civil engineering, all subject discipline, including computer science, also available here. Energy engineering, a key area. So you can see number of ebooks available on those subject areas. I'm highlighting bioengineering here, and there's a whole book chapter on stem cell techniques, basics and application available, and you can click on this and you find the whole book here. And I'm clicking on stem cell techniques, basics and applications, and you can see the overview. You can see the table of contents here. Stem cells in regenerative medicine, evolving story, and our biomedical engineers uses take this class on biomaterials and tissue engineering, where this content can be very useful. And many of them also work on a senior design project involving tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. So it could be very useful there. Another interesting and very useful application that Access Engineering provides is called database, which is sort of providing information on how to search for material properties. So I strongly encourage you to explore Access Engineering. There are a lot of different things you can do. You can just click on this link to go to database and start learning about different tutorials that are available. For example, there's a learn step-by-step solutions to real-world engineering problems that you can see here. And when you go to database for material properties, this is what you will see. And you can be able to find and compare material property data, save your interactive visualizations and share with others, compare properties across multiple materials, and so on. And I have also included links of database tutorial here and their user guide. I strongly encourage you to look at this Access Engineering Library Guide, which provide all the details, what Access Engineering covers, what are the different tools available in Access Engineering, and how you can use it to find appropriate book chapters that is needed for you to develop background for your design project, or for any classes for that matter. And this is a screenshot from the Access Engineering Library Guide here. So you can see content by disciplines, material properties tool from database, interactive tools for faculty, and basic understanding of what Access Engineering is, the video available, and so on. And there's a lot on this page. So please try to go to this link and start exploring the details on this library guide. And because we are mainly talking about engineering failures, it will be nice and informative for you to think about what are the first engineering failures in the record. 25 of the worst, not all of them. So this particular website tells you 25 of the worst engineering failures. Engineering disasters, why do they happen? So you need to look into famous engineering disasters and circumstances so we can study and prevent those catastrophes from these examples. And these are some engineering disasters involved here. They're explained here on this page. So you can see the Space Shuttle Columbia and Challenger, Deepwater Horizon, Boston molasses disaster, and nuclear disaster, Bhopal disaster, and so on. Air France Concorde disaster. So there are some examples here listed. And then you can use various databases that we have in DragonSearch, Access Engine, and Access Village that you could use. So Access Knovel using Engineering Library Guide. And this is the same library page that I was talking about under Knovel Academic Collection. Now we're exploring Knovel. And again, I'm using example of Space Shuttle Columbia. And you can see that this is a new content that was just recently loaded in from a book, Safety Design for Space Systems in 2020. It's a very recent book. It was just added to Knovel collection, and you can start using that collection. So you can see that you can search for material properties here. You can have your own My Novel account, and I strongly encourage you to create your own account so that you can be able to access those chapters quickly. You can save them. There are interactive equations. There are support center available. I strongly encourage you to look those to variety of tutorials available that helps you to search for searching for data and so on. Here is example from the same book, Safety Design for Space Systems, and as Shell Columbia, and you can get more details through reading this book chapter. And all these video tutorials are available to you from Support Center. So when you do that, under training section, you will see material property search, how to search in for material properties, how to search in Knovel, interactive equations, interactive tools, equation solvers, and a lot of different tutorials are available. It also tells you how to create your My Knovel account. And material properties are extremely critical because you want to use those materials which are safe and that you can find meeting those property, meeting with the testing and safety of the design requirements. And of course, the engineering standards like ASTM are also available. And for that, there's a whole different things that we can do as a different presentation, searching for ASTM standards and other standards and how to use them. So engineering case studies online, we also have access to engineering case studies online, and that is also linked from our library homepage. Uh, uh, and you can use these different engineering cases involved and understand and find them, and comprehensive source for wide range of video and text material focusing on success and failures here. So you might want to look at different subject areas. So for example, here is aircraft accidents. There are 66 uh, uh, articles here, aerospace engineering, and so on, transportation, bridges, construction, and variety of ways you can explore our engineering cases involved. So this collection consisting of almost 250 hours of 50,000 pages of quality documentaries, accident reports, experiments, visualizations, case studies that you could use. So for example, there is big dig ceiling collapse, space shuttle Challenger disaster, TWA flight, Apollo 13, so on. There are many others. So you can start exploring these controversies. And here is one example here that we are exploring some documents. Space Shuttle Columbia, joint hearing before the Subcommittee on Space and Aeronautics, Committee on Science and House of Representatives. And full text is available, so you can start exploring that. And this is what you will see here, table of contents and list of figures, abstract, introduction, this whole document here, close to 100 pages, maybe more. And next thing, what we want to talk about, researching information in peer-reviewed journal articles about engineering failures. So far, we were focusing on books and references like Access Engineering and Knovel, and engineering case studies online where you can find background material. But how about latest papers, and how do you find that? So we can use DragonSearch to start with to find a peer review research papers. And usually they contain title and summary, introduction, what materials have used, what the results, their findings, discussion, conclusions, acknowledgements, how was that research paper funded. The list of references included citations, figures, and analysis. So that is basically, in brief, I have mentioned how a research paper looks like. So how do we find it? Again, using our engineering library guide, but this time we are going into finding article section under engineering resources. So DragonSearch, these are the main library homepage. There are a few tips I have provided here. For example, I am searching for articles on drones and robots. And if you are only wanting to find research peer review articles, you can filter by peer review and articles and more now on your from the search result page on the left. So then you can find research papers. Like, for example, my active filters in DragonSearch include peer-reviewed journal articles, and when you do that, I am able to find those papers. So, like, for example, here's the first paper from organization science, and the second is from clinical orthopedic and related research. Um, Again, the interesting thing, it's all about NASA safety expert who analyzed as a space shuttle research, and it is in orthopedics journal. So you can see how even in the medical field, how those concepts are applied. And this is the example of the full paper here. This is the screenshot. Temporary emergent inter-organizational collaboration in unexpected circumstances, a study of the Columbia Space Shuttle response effort. And this is from a journal called Organization Science. And then you can click on full text to be able to find full paper. And we have a number of databases. Again, this is from our engineering library guide. We also call it as engineering subject guide. Under electronic databases, you will see variety of databases, including American Society of Civil Engineering, ASA Digital Library, ASME for mechanical engineering, IEEE is also there, Engineering Village, ACM. So many different databases available, but I'm pointing into Engineering Village here because it's one of the key database that goes back to more than 100 years back in engineering research. So if you want to learn about history of certain engineering or failures in the old days, you can also find such articles there. What I want to point out is controlled vocabulary. I'm searching for space shuttle disasters again for space shuttle Columbia accident, but I also am looking at controlled vocabulary. So you can see space shuttles, space stations, space vehicles, space research, and under view more option, you will see all different controlled terms, controlled vocabulary. So you have space shuttle, you have manned space flight, you have accident risk assessment. Any of these keywords you think you want, you can use them and limit to. So from the search result space, now you're filtering to have only those articles with these concepts. It's a great way to filter those papers and find most relevant papers. So then I found these papers again using that filter option, and you can actually see what filter I have used, like Space Shuttle Columbia, Space Shuttle's manned space flight. And if you want to change from or to and, you can also do that. So that right now what it is searching is Space Shuttle Columbia with articles either on Space Shuttle or manned space flight or accidents. But if you want to combine all three with this search, change from or to and then you can re-execute that search. And find it option will take you to see if you have access to this paper. Now, this paper, it looks like we do not have access to this paper at that time when I did this. So you can request this paper from interlibrary loan. You can just submit a request. When you click on this link, all the fields after login, title, author title, everything, page numbers are automatically filled. You just submit request and we'll get the article for you. You'll be notified in a couple of days. And here is another example. I am searching for Science and Engineering Ethics Journal in DragonSearch, and we found that we do have access to Science and Engineering Ethics Journal. When you click on Available Online, you have access to the full article. This is a screenshot from IEEE. So I search in IEEE Explorer again for some examples how they are invest any electrical engineering aspect or concept within those perspectives from IEEE perspective that they have indexed in for Columbia accident investigation. I'm also able to find those papers through IEEE as well. And of course, I briefly touch base with interlibrary loan. and connect to Iliad and connect to EasyBorrow. Iliad is our interlibrary loan system where you can request a paper that we do not have, a book with that we don't have. We will get back to you as soon as possible. And this is how it looks like. And you simply have to click on connect to Iliad link and then fill up the forms. And we have a number of online tutorials available, and the link is above. And when you click on this link, you will see that you can using DragonSearch tutorial available, connect to full text, and many other tutorials available. This library 101 module, but you can scroll down further to find other tutorials in different areas, including public health and even engineering standards. And I'm also including some links to our tutorials here, our library's video YouTube channel, and something engineering related webinars that I have done in the past. You can also access them from here. And here is my contact information, my email. I would love to hear from you. Please connect with me, and I love to have interactive dialogue because I believe that a conversation and interaction really helps us to discover what your needs are. So you ask questions, I ask questions, and that question answer process will help us discover things. So thank you so much for attending today, and I wish you all the best and looking forward to hear from you.